Beginning in May, the popular language learning app Duolingo has taken an AI focused approach, cutting nearly all, if not all, human voice actors and replacing them with AI voice actors. Since then, they have dropped over nearly 400 points in the Dow Jones Index. What I feel is the most problematic part of this approach is not simply the fact that they are using AI, but the fact that they are refusing to acknowledge voice actors and they act like it is the inferior way to produce a voice and that it is the thing of the past when they are built on human voice actors. In a similar vein, the mobile game Destiny Rising, which released earlier this year, also uses AI voices. However, they have not entirely moved away from human use, and most of the game is original ideas created using human programmers and human artists. However, the voices are entirely AI generated. I actually got the chance to play this game, and immediately logging onto it, it was pretty fun, very interesting, a lot better than I thought it would be. But hearing the voices, something immediately sounded off, and I pretty quickly figured out it was AI.
What? You're saying the House of Devils in the old city is studying the Sentinel?
And it just felt cheap. It felt like they ran out of budget at the end and didn't care enough to hire voice actors. Like it doesn't give the feeling, wow, this is a high-tech game. It just made what was otherwise a very fun and interesting game. It just gave it a feeling of inadequacy. Another game released earlier this year, Arc Raiders, also used AI voice actors. However, they used them in much lower moderation, tending towards background characters and side dialogue rather than main quest line characters and the characters you're going to interact with most formally. And they did not simply use scrounged voice lines and arguably stolen voices. They instead hired and paid voice actors for their likeness and used these voice actors to train their machines off of. Now, while AI is generally very looked down upon in the gaming industry, Arc Raiders was met with great applause and was not looked down on for this because it felt like they were not only not AI focused, it was a solution to a problem they had, and it was done in a way that felt very ethical and morally compliant. I feel like this is the right way to use AI in games, and I feel like this could be a great way that we could implement AI further in the future. All in all, when AI voice actors are used, it doesn't feel like a new idea. It doesn't feel fancy. It doesn't feel high tech. It just ends up feeling cheap and lazy. It feels like they didn't care enough to get an actual person. It feels like they just wanted a quick, cheap response. Now, for background side characters where they have hundreds of them, and obviously you're not going to be able to get a voice actor for all of them, it can be a pretty smart idea when otherwise it's just going to sound like two people talking for everyone. But in the case of these main storyline characters, or these in Duolingo, the thing that's teaching me how to speak a different language, I want to hear a person tell me. I want it to feel like I'm being talked to. I don't want it to feel like I am being talked at.